Today, I'm gonna rank the new releases of the watch brands in our industry. The past week, a load of watch brands released their new watches, and today, I'm gonna rank them. Before we get into the video, make sure you subscribe to the channel now, and if you wanna buy or sell your watch, prideandpinion.com. Support the underdog. Let's get stuck in the video. Johnny, it's not gonna be the most positive video.
No?
No. I wasn't happy when I got home. And as you may have seen on my Instagram, I've said some really hardcore things. There's a lot of things going wrong. So I'm gonna be complete honest here, and I'm gonna say it the way it is, the way I experienced it. I think together with the community that we've built, we can make a difference. We can make the watch world a better place. Let's start with Patek Philippe, right? Let's start with the Patek Philippe ellipse. Honestly, I never really enjoyed, I never really liked the ellipse. I understand it from a design perspective. I've thoroughly enjoyed it on other people's wrists, but never on mine, until I saw the ellipse released this year. That watch is the bollocks, and I would love to own that ellipse someday. That is insane. I like it. It's going in the class category, because it's class. This is the 5738 in full rose gold, a large size ellipse. I love the watch. I love the watch. I don't like the price point. I think this watch is about £20,000 too expensive. Priced higher than a solid gold complication from any other brand. It's actually quite crazy. I think the retail price of this watch is set at £51,000 for a full rose gold time only watch. That is a wee bit ridiculous. Do I like it? I love it. Do I want it? Yes. Would I pay the money for it? Absolutely not a hope in hell. So actually, it shouldn't be class. It should be meh. Because I wouldn't buy because the price is too high. But I think it's class, but because I wouldn't buy it, needs to blow. You see what I mean? Sorry. Yeah, I thought about it, yeah? Sorry. IWC. I just want to compliment IWC for a few things. I have criticized IWC in the past a lot, but I think this year they've done something absolutely amazing. They genuinely, I would say, had the best, most fun stand of all the stands at Watches and Wonders. Do you agree?
I didn't spend a lot of time there.
You know the thing is, right? The stand with the best bar is usually the place where everyone goes back to. No, yeah.
Now we're getting to the reason. So
usually people use the stand that is geographically or is the handiest, but also has the best bar, use that as a base. IWC was very clever because the IWC had the best bar, meaning that everyone started at IWC, but also everyone ended at IWC, meaning that that was the best place to network, and that's what you often see. The biggest personalities in the industry were always at IWC booth. I like that, very clever.
I did say IWC set the bar.
Oh, that is nasty. I mean, overall, it was a very good stand and a very good product. They presented the eternal calendar, like a calendar that is like accurate for 45 million years. Not that anyone gives a about that. It's a wee bit novelty and stuff. I like it, but it's so over the top, it's not necessary. So I'm gonna put that watch because of not the technical spec sheet. I'm just gonna put that in class because it's the people around the brand that make the watches cool. Bulgari, very impressive. Bulgari with the thinnest COSC certified movement in the world ever. Like Richard Mille was 1.75 mil. They said, hold my beer, we're making something at 1.7 mil. Bulgari done an incredible job. Haven't seen any of the other novelties. Haven't seen them at Watches and Wonders either. Not that that is very much important. Watches and Wonders is a show, and I think that the Rolex CEO made a statement about what I'm going to tell you right now. I absolutely disagree with what the Rolex CEO said. During Watches and Wonders, there were a lot of other watch events, all organized by smaller watch brands because they couldn't afford a stand or they didn't agree with the organization. It is what it is. But because of a lot of other brands creating different shows during Watches and Wonders, the Rolex CEO called them pirates. And I think that that is wrong because, to be completely honest, every single brand at Watches and Wonders and everyone, and particularly the Rolex CEO, I'm now going to address myself directly to Jean-Frédéric Dufour, the president of the organization that organizes and is responsible for Watches and Wonders, and of course the CEO of Rolex. I don't think they're pirates, because let me tell you one thing, all of you guys and all these brands, in particular Rolex, you all think you're saving lives. You aren't saving any lives, and I think that you need to have a really good look at yourself in the mirror. If after a long, hard year of work with very well well-paid people. This is what you serve to your consumer, your customer, or even a prospect. I think that is nothing less than embarrassing. And to be completely honest, you as Rolex, and definitely you as president, have the duty to stand up and do better than anyone else. That's what we expect from you. Unfortunately, Rolex is the king. And we expect a lot from the king, and you didn't deliver this year. Not with your novelties and not with your attitude. But it wasn't about Rolex, it was about Bulgari, and I think it was class what they've done. And I will always support the little guy. They're not pirates, they're passionate people. Passionate people that try to make a living, that try to make a difference, and try to share their passion for watchmaking. Tudor Black Bay and Gold. I like what they're doing there. I like Tudor. I know it falls under the Jean-Frédéric Dufour. Let me be very clear. I have nothing against Jean-Frédéric Dufour. I have nothing against Rolex. I'm a big Rolex fan. I'm a big Tudor fan. And this is nothing towards the man either. I disagree with his statement. Luckily, we're in a world of democracy and freedom of speech. I don't have any political ties nor financial ties to anyone. Tudor Black Bay. This year we've witnessed the growth of Tudor. Tudor have just expanded their price range. This is not a watch that anyone is going to buy this year, maybe not next year, maybe not in 3 years. But this is the start of a price increase for Tudor. Or at least the perspective of change of price for Tudor. There's now a Tudor for sale for £26,000. That raises the value of the brand significantly. You can't increase the price of a product, the same product. You can't. What you can do to increase the value of your brand is bring out a more expensive product and put that next to it. That makes the other product look cheap. It sells the other product significantly better, and it will increase the overall perspective of value of your brand. Very clever. Very good. I like it. I've been saying for years that Tudor is going to beat Omega, and this is how they're going to do it. This solid gold Tudor is class. Would I buy it? No. Will anyone buy it? Probably not. Will Tudor force retailers to buy it? Absolutely. And that is a bit of a tricky one. But I like the watch. I think it's a beautiful watch. But I want to point out there is another Tudor somewhere. Did you put that in? Yes, you put that in. There's another Tudor with a coke bezel there. Tudor releasing that watch shows that Rolex is actually listening to our customers. But they don't give a f***. So instead of giving people the Rolex GMT Coke, they decided to do that with Tudor. So they're hearing us, but they're not listening. Do I love that watch? Very much. Would I buy it? Absolutely. Sorry, I'm gonna put both. I think I need to. No, I wouldn't. Again, I like the watch, but would I buy it? No. Why would I put it in class then? So I need to put it in meh.
Do you think it's a class watch?
I think it's class watch. Yeah.
So then class.
Yeah, then it's class. And that GMT I would buy, 100%. Ladies and gentlemen, this is gonna be a very constructive, positive video, hopefully. But I'm gonna have to dig in a wee bit harder. Let me make a bridge for you, yeah? So the Black Bay was introduced in 2013. The guy that was involved, or one of the people that was involved, is called Davide. He's the new CEO of Bremont. Yeah, Bremont, British watch brand. I don't know how to say this, but I've never ever seen someone destroying a brand as fast as that guy. And it actually saddens me because there's a lot of good people working at Bremont. There's a lot of passionate people that want incredible things that work at Bremont. But they're all now in a chokehold by the CEO Davide. He absolute and other completely destroyed Bremont. So I made a video and posted it on Instagram, sharing my concerns and asking Davide personally, Davide, please do me a favor, bring back Bremont. British watch brand. It's cool to see, you know. And there's a lot of people that I know that I actually really like that work at the brand. You know what he done? Blocked me. Someone from PR then asked me to remove that video, which I find in any way, shape or form appalling. So I'm now blocked by the CEO of Bremont. Well, I absolutely love the people that work at Bremont. And I see their brand going absolute to shit. And I care about those people, and that worries me. Have you seen the new branding? It looks like Stone Island made watches. It's actually embarrassing. Can we do a new tier here? An extra tier, do below Hublot? Davide. Yeah, just like Davide, just like that. Can we do that?
No, we can't right now.
Oh, that. I'll put in a Hublot category then. Cartier Santos. This is a reversed time, meaning that the time ticks backwards. I don't like it. I love the watch. I don't like that gimmicky bullshit. Cartier is not the first to ever do that. Cartier won't be the last to ever do that. I don't really care. No, I don't like it. I think it's shite. Rolex Daytona, boring. I don't know what to say. cool, whatever, nice watch. GMT, yeah, it's a cool watch, mate. Cool bezel. I don't know what to say, bro. If this literally is the best thing you can come up with the entire year that you work on new releases, this is what you present to the people. I'm struggling with that, man. I'm struggling to accept that. That is mediocrity at best, and I don't like mediocrity. Like, do I like the watch? Yeah. Will it go above retail? Of course. Is it cool? No. H. Moser. I've had a few tough words with H. Moser as well. I love H. Moser, you know. I love the people involved in H. Moser, but I'm struggling a wee bit, you know. Love the watch, and they brought out some incredible, incredible watches. Good people. What do you want me to say? Would I buy? Hell, I would love that watch. You know what really surprised me this year? Hermès. I've on and pissed over Hermès for 3 years in a row. It's just a fashion brand trying to make watches. Until this year, bro, they brought something out that no one has ever done before. Minute repeater, 5 Hertz, tourbillon. I think it's a double tourbillon, actually. Insane, highly complicated watchmaking. They really showed some balls this year, and I really appreciate that. I had some time with the CEO, which was a nice guy as well. Overall, I think the brand is heading towards an insane direction regarding watchmaking. I'm very curious what they're heading. Would I buy this? No. Do I think it's class? Yes. Hublot. Why are we having this conversation about Hublot? Hublot canceled a lot of orders for cases and stuff like that. It's like they're dropping mad, bro. 30-40%, they're done. Nomos this year, the #1 best and most popular watch brand in Germany. Hell, would buy all day, every day. They brought out so many new color schemes. They brought out so many cool watches. Great people as well. Norquin. The guys that own Breitling started Norquin. What a cool watch brand. You can make your own piece unique. It's insane. You can make your own watch and it takes only 3 months. You can do all sorts of modifications. Norquin is class. Done. The first world timer featuring a date display. That's quite cool. Properly synchronized mechanically with the time zone that you're in. Do I like the watch? Yes. Would I buy? I'm a big fan of the world timer. I absolutely would buy. Photos do not do justice. I've seen both of them in person. They're amazing. I've seen the 5980 and the 5330, both, and they're unbelievable. Both gonna put them in the would buy category. Piaget with the world's thinnest tourbillon ever. Groundbreaking, whatever. I don't give a f***. They're selling that watch at $400,000? Bro, it's embarrassing to say the least. I'm gonna put that watch in the shit category. I don't give a f*** about that. The new Rolex 1908 in platinum with the guilloche dial. This was the winner of the show, so I thought. Every journalist, every person, everyone hated everything from Rolex, but that was the big winner. Now, I spoke with 4 authorized dealers, and none of them have orders for the 1908. But it's the biggest winner and it's the best watch Rolex introduced. But nobody buys it. So I'm not sure what's going on. I like the watch though, it's class. But I just wanted to prove a point. Sky Dweller, Jubilee bracelet, yellow gold. Yeah, what did he say? Of course when you see that watch, bro, it's like, yeah, it's good. Like avant-garde. Tech Heuer. Tech Heuer's done unbelievable this year again. And yes, Tech Heuer is really pushing that brand to the next level. The current people in charge of Tech Heuer really pushing the brand to the next level. Do you think it's class? Yes. Let me clear this up. I do not get paid by Ulysse Nardin. My opinion is not for sale. My opinion has never been for sale. That watch that Ulysse Nardin introduced is the nicest watch I've seen in the whole show. They also had the worst ever marketing campaign I've ever seen in my life. That watch alone is the most complicated time-only watch in the world. 2 escapements working in completely individual, meaning needed to build in a differential. That's the smallest differential in the world. It's one of the craziest watches I've ever seen. I had the pleasure to wear that watch for over a month before launch, and that is the watch I had the most responses and most comments about. That watch is the daddy. And that's why I want to be involved with UN, and that's why I want my friends to be involved with UN, because they make insane watches, and the people behind the brand, and including Mathieu, are one of the most passionate people I've ever met in my life. And that's why I think it's class. If that marketing campaign wasn't as bullshit as it was, I would have put it in God tier. Vacheron Constantin, yeah, very like, I mean, they've done, this is the thing, right? And I read a lot of journalists on Watches and Wonders, and they made videos. Best thing since sliced bread, yeah? They only introduced the green dial, bro. Like, calm down, relax. It's just a green dial, yeah? You don't have to suck everyone's cock at that company, all right? It's just a green dial. Lovely green dial, lovely watch. Would I buy it? I would love to have one. Would buy. But it's just a green dial. Now the Tudor, can we just skip that Tudor? It's nice, whatever. I don't even care about that. That's a small Tudor. Yeah, whatever, ladies Tudor, lovely. Deep sea, a block of gold. I'm glad they finally got rid of the Yachtmaster 2, whatever, should have been done years ago. We also knew that the Deep Sea was going to come in gold because years ago they brought it out in two-tone. They brought out the other Sea Dweller in two-tone. So yeah, at a certain point we knew that it was going to happen. Shade, but this is a matter of opinion and taste. Watches and Wonders is a show. I think it's very important that we have a Watches and Wonders. The importance of the Watches and Wonders show is becoming less by the year, unfortunately. I think the show was well executed, but extremely badly marketed. I think the videos and the marketing material was non-engaging. I think if you were at the show, you didn't feel a vibe. It was just a hall where people walked around. I want to help you because I think it's nothing less than embarrassing that Dubai Watch Week is more of a vibe than Watches and Wonders in Geneva. You're the capital of the watch world. You should be the main show. But if you go on like this, there won't be any Watches and Wonders. Now maybe there would because Rolex will fund it. If you don't watch out, Dubai is going to be the main place. Watches and Wonders is a closed show and recently introduced public days where you can buy a ticket. If you as a CEO have left Watches and Wonders for the public days, you were only there when the press days were there, but you left when the public came. That's an embarrassment because you should know that the public is the reason why you have a job. The public is the reason why we buy watches. Watches and Wonders, I don't know what the do I need to do? The food was good, you know. Food is every year is good. Free champagne is fantastic. I've put Watches and Wonders in the Merc category.